What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. So I want to do something a little different this time, a little different vlog, a little different chit chat. And all I did was ask on my Instagram any questions you wanted me or Michael to answer. And I was gonna cook with you. And we're doing some healthy little cooking, a different variation from Buddha bowls, I promise you. I was like, Michael, what should we make? And both of us just thought Buddha bowls, burrito bowls, teriyaki bowls. I've already made them all. Chili, already have it pre-made. But you know what we're making? We're making vegan lettuce tacos, AKA they're just legit lettuce tacos without any meat, any cheese. It's all plant-based, so it's so delicious. And I'm gonna prep it all, and then I'm also gonna chit chat with you. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get started. Okay, so before we really chat, I'm gonna let you know the lowdown. We've got some romaine lettuce. This is really what you need. You're probably gonna want like 3 to 4 a person. Michael eats like 5 or 6, so sometimes I'll just leave out the lettuce for him. He can make it as he goes. Watching TV and he's like still hungry and I'm like, have at it, I don't care. So just make sure you prep these, wash them. And all of my ingredients are pretty easy. You know, it's avocado, it's tomato. I'm gonna bake some chickpeas. I'm gonna bake some sweet potato, but I gotta cut it up first. And then we usually put a salsa or my veganese over it. So, you know, we're just gonna figure it out. We're just gonna play it by ear. Oh, and sprouts. The game changer when it comes to making tacos. If you don't have sprouts, like it's kind of a bummer. Like I literally went all the way to Whole Foods today because they're the only place that has sprouts right now. So as you can tell, I'm just cooking some potatoes. I added an extra potato because potatoes are freaking life, especially sweet potatoes. I don't know why, but like dream about them. I eat them probably like 3 times a day. It's concerning. I'm okay with it. So I also preheated the oven to 450, and then you pop in those suckers with some avocado oil, put on some seasoning. You're good to go within 25 minutes. This is honestly the thing that takes the longest for the tacos, and like that's not bad at all. So let's get into the first question, and excuse me while I chop, but we'll just chat. So somebody said, do I ever crave anything sweet? Yeah. And what do I do if I'm craving something sweet? Well, honestly, like I try to train my taste buds. Like if I'm having a good month and I'm not cheating a lot on the weekends with sugar, my taste buds will think like fruit is a dessert. It gets used to me not consuming as much refined sugar, and natural sugar is as sweet as it can get for it. So that's usually what I try to do. I always keep berries in my fridge. Like right now I have bananas, blueberries, and raspberries. Truly at all times I have those three main fruits, and like raspberries to me is a dessert. But I do keep Lily's chocolate. I don't necessarily think they're the best for your gut, even though they don't have, you know, a ton of sugar in them. They do have alcohol sugar, which isn't actually the best for you. So I try to stay away from those, but if I'm really craving something, I'll just pop in a couple Lily's, get a piece of chocolate. I don't even know. So that's usually what I try to do. Next question. Someone said, what's your favorite gym hairstyle? I like don't know how to style my hair in general, so it's just putting it up because I'm always so sweaty. So I wish I was more stylish, you know. I wish I was like, here's some gym tips for my hair, but to be honest, as long as it's up, I'm happy. Why do you choose not to eat meat? Well, I do eat meat. We're flexitarians, so we eat vegan at home, mostly on the weekdays, but if we go out, we can eat. To be 100% honest, I have never liked red meat. I don't eat red meat, like very occasionally. My dad makes these phenomenal burgers. Sean, if you're listening, they're called the Savannah Burger, and they're amazing. So he always makes that for me when I come visit, because it's the only time I eat beef. When I was growing up, it was the only time I'd eat burger. So that's the only meat I don't really consume is red meat, but that's like just because my taste buds don't like it. But we do consume a flexitarian lifestyle because we tried to go vegan. As most of you guys have seen, when we were vegan, we liked it. But for us, I just wanted a bit more of a flexible diet. All right, moving into the next one. Do you deal with bloating? And if so, what do you do? 100% girlfriend, I deal with bloating when I'm on my period, when I eat too much like salty snacks, sodium. Honestly, my body gets bloated really easily. I don't know why. By the end of the day, I look like I'm pregnant. I promise you I'm not. So honestly, what I do, I have a video actually on this. I try to increase my water intake. I feel like a lot of people think that that'll make them more bloated, but in the end, I promise you it's gonna hydrate you. It's also going to get everything moving and flowing. You're not gonna have as much of an issue, which is kind of nice. You know, drink lemon water, things that's gonna help with digestion. Take greens, oh my gosh, I talk about alkaline greens. Those help me so much with bloating. I'm just like, watch what you intake, you know? I know a lot of things like my body's actually allergic to. I'm lactose intolerant, so when I have ice cream, I'm gonna be bloated. So it's just noticing those little things. Okay, so next up, I'm going to pop in the garbanzo beans. These chickpeas usually take about like 15 minutes to get crispy, so make sure you watch them when you do bake them because they will burn. I have lit them on fire before and had to throw them out. But I already had prepped some. I'll show you what the can looks like. All you have to do is pop some avocado oil on them, put whatever seasoning you want, and just make sure you're always rolling them around every 5 minutes. So check the oven, roll them around with your oven mitt, and you're good to go. So all I have to do is finish draining the black beans, cut up some avocado, cut up some tomato, and just make sure the oven is still going. Okay, so the next question was how often do I snack? And if I do, what do I snack on? Michael and I are trying to get better at snacking. We're trying to have meals and then be fine the rest of the day because I'm a big snacker. Especially working from home, I'm always like dipping my hands into something. Usually we'll have cashews. We try not to keep chips around. Sometimes I'll make a black bean burger. So if I do snack, I just snack on cashews or something like that. Any tips for soreness? And oh man, that's hard. Make sure you're stretching. If you're like, man, I just had like the hardest workout and I'm gonna be so sore, just make sure you take 5 minutes to stretch, recuperate, you're good to go. Make sure you're hydrated. I think it's so important to stay hydrated, otherwise you're just gonna feel shriveled up in pain. And you know, it's going to come with time. You can also take supplements if you want, BCAAs. So I would just suggest trying what works for you. Best way to get out of a bad eating rut. Me from this weekend, okay. Honestly, Michael was like, oh, let's go to a happy hour tonight. And I looked at him and I'm like, we're addicted to sugar. You want a margarita that has sugar in it, and you want sodium and salty food. So no, we're going to hold out till next weekend when our friends come. So honestly, it is like making sure you're hydrated. If you're craving something like Dairy Queen or McDonald's or something, make like a healthier alternative. So while we wait for the sweet potatoes and the baked chickpeas, let's continue chatting. Also, can we laugh? I was craving raspberries because we were talking about it. It's my favorite thing about this meal because it takes me like, what, 20 minutes depending on the sweet potatoes to make it, and then all you have to do is throw it all together. And it's amazing. Okay, so next question. Well, I cut the tomatoes. Someone asked what was my major in college, and that was digital technology and culture. Do you know what that means? No, I don't think anyone did. To this day, I'm still confused. But for the most part, I did graphic design. I minored in art and communications, so we also learned like about social media and how to code websites, but like very basic coding. But I do work for a graphic design firm, so I actually got in contact with them when I was a designer back in college. So someone asked, how did I start with social media and what really kind of helped it grow? To be 100% honest, about a year ago, I just started posting on my Instagram because I had started seeing a change, and a lot of people that I knew back in Seattle had noticed because I'd story it, and they were like, wow, holy cow, can you teach me how you did that? So I trained a couple girls, just like some friends in a sorority that I had, and more people kept asking for help, so I figured why not just share it on my page. Like, I didn't actually have an intention with it. I just thought it'd be something fun. And from there, it just started to grow, which was really awesome because now I have all you guys. So someone asked, TMI, but have you noticed any changes in your cycle and hormones at all throughout this process? No. I have the IUD though, so it's pretty regular with that. But when I did over-exercise a lot in college, I did notice I was not getting my period back then. That was back when I was exercising like for 2 hours a day, just doing straight cardio. And if you guys ever want to hear that story, you can totally check out my personal fitness journey. I have it on my page. But yeah, so honestly right now, no, I'm maintaining a healthy weight, working out regularly, so I haven't noticed any changes. Do you ever deal with food guilt? I think everyone in the entire world deals with food guilt at some point. Some just have it worse than others. I know that if I go and have something really greasy, I just will not feel very good and I'll be really bummed out. Like Michael and I, when we commit to having pancakes in the morning, we're not doing anything the rest of the day. So then we feel bad because then we are lazy because we just have like a pit in our stomach of pure pancakes. But yeah, I feel like everyone does. I know I definitely do. I've gotten better at it throughout the years. Any tips for staying healthy in college? Well, you most likely have a gym that's associated with your college. So I totally say take advantage of that membership. Use it 5 days a week, 4 days a week, however long you want to make your workout split for. And I know dining halls actually do have healthier alternatives to certain foods too. So just be aware of that. Like totally go and have pizza with your friends, but maybe don't have pizza 3 times a day, because when I got to college, that's what I did because I didn't have my mom to tell me no. So just be aware of healthier options because they totally have them at the food court. You just may have to ask for grilled chicken instead of fried. I know my dorm, the dining hall there only had like fried chicken, but if you special requested grilled, they would do it for you. We got everything prepped and now we're just waiting on the sweet potatoes. So I just banished him from the kitchen because him and Bentley were getting in my way, but then I came to say hello. So someone asked, what's our favorite thing to do on a date night? I would love to hear what you think of this.
We have like 2 different kinds of nights. We either like to stay home and like just eat like pokey, like some sushi or something.
And Dairy Queen.
And Dairy Queen, yeah. And just like watch movies because we're like kind of beat up and like tired from the week. Mm-hmm. Or we like to like go out to like a nice dinner, have like a nice bottle of wine, have like a couple drinks and watch the sunset.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Was I wrong? Was that not what
No, that's spot on.
I'd say it's pretty.
Or sushi date. We love sushi dates.
Yeah, sushi dates are fun. But that's like a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Like a nice sushi spot or something.
We'll wear jeans instead of sweats, you know, and that's a date night to me.
That's really upping it, yeah.
Woo, we're like, holy cow, you're hot. I forgot. All right, so I put everything together and Michael's just topping it with 2 of his salsas.
2 of the salsas.
It's getting crazy. Yeah, crazy with them. But yeah, he doesn't really like tomato or baked chickpea, so I just added extra beans for his, put all the sprouts in, the sweet potato. I apologize for not getting that fully on video. Our camera keeps dying, but at least we got to chat for a little while. Would you like to say goodbye to our friends?
Goodbye, friends.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ta-ta.
Thanks so much for tuning in and watching a typical Monday night with us. I look like a poodle. I'm wearing a poodle. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you next time.